I've been making money in the Amazon Influencer Program for 70 days now, and today marks $1,000 earned. My name's Tyler, and I'm from Reviews of Cool Stuff, and in this video, I'm going to give you the 5 general steps that you need to take to start making money with Amazon Influencer. Now, the cool thing about being involved with Amazon is there are 0 startup costs. You can apply and get accepted into their program for free. All the tools that you need to make reviews, you can do it with your own phone, using YouTube, using social media. It's all free resources, so it's really easy to get started, although the start does take a little bit of time. So step 1 is to simply think about your goals. What do you want to do? How much do you want to earn? How much time are you willing to spend? Just as a point of reference, so I've made $1,000 now, and I've done that in probably about an hour a day. So over the last 70 days, I've probably spent about 70 hours, which is a really good return. Thinking that you make $1,000 for just 70 hours. That's pretty great, especially because if I did nothing else ever, I'm going to still make money every day moving forward for the things that I've already done. So I estimate that those 70 hours have netted me at least $5,000 worth of income. When you think about your goals, you have to think about how much time are you willing to spend, but also how many reviews do you want to make? How quickly do you want to scale up? How much money do you want to make per day, per week, per month, per year? And what are you willing to do for those things? Also, you'll want to think about what kinds of videos you want to make and how you want to make money, because while I'm making most of my money as an Amazon influencer, I'm still making money as an Amazon associate as well, which is the Amazon affiliate program, which anyone can qualify for and get started with immediately. The influencer, you have to have a social brand, so you need to think about that as well. But you can also make money from doing sponsored posts. You can make money in YouTube by monetizing your channel. You can be involved with other brands, affiliate companies. And so while I've made $1,000 in the last 2 and a little bit months of doing Amazon influencer, I've also made hundreds of dollars during that same time from doing sponsored posts and getting affiliate checks from different companies. And so those things really add up pretty quickly too. So that's step 1, simply set goals. Now for me, I thought about how quickly do I want to make my first dollar, my first $10, my first $100, my first $1,000, and my first $10,000. And I'm grateful that I made my first 1,000 in less than 100 days. That was my goal. But set those benchmarks out for you. And that's important because I have found that by having goals, it keeps me motivated to create reviews and not to get complacent. I also have goals on how I'm going to spend the money. The money I've made so far is going to help my wife take a trip to Italy for school. And the next set of money I'll make is going towards my son's senior trip. I love having this extra money for family travel. And so I've really earmarked it for that and for getting new products. And so we're getting a bunch of free products now, which is really cool. But think about those kinds of goals. Step 2 is you have to build a brand. Now, in order to get accepted into the Amazon Influencer Program, you have to have a social following of some sort. And you can do that on YouTube, you can do it on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, and they might have 1 or 2 other channels. They don't tell you what kind of following you have to have, but you can apply as many times as you want and on whichever of those platforms that you want. I don't have a huge social following. I first applied using my YouTube channel, which only had like 400 subscribers at the time, and it was rejected. So 400 was not enough. I've heard that having 1,000 subscribers, which is YouTube's threshold for monetization, if you have 1,000 subscribers, I've heard that most people who apply with that amount are getting accepted into the program. So I got accepted by using I can't remember. It was either Twitter or Instagram. Now with my review channels, Reviews of Cool Stuff, for both Twitter and Instagram. On Twitter, I have like 30,000 followers, and I'll teach you in a future video how to build up your followers on Twitter really quickly. So you could do that in a month or 2. I think I actually applied using Instagram, where I have about 6,000 followers, and that was enough. And that took me a little bit more time to grow than my Twitter following, but not significantly more. It just took me a few months. Now, if you don't have a following on any platform, let me recommend Twitter, just because I think it's the easiest one to get started. You can follow up to 400 people a day. So pick your industry where you want to review products and start following those companies, follow the different products that you want, and then people who might want to use you. So look out to different people who want influencers and reviewers in those products. Start following them like crazy. You can follow up to 400 a day, and you can do that right now on Twitter. You can follow someone and then it'll say they're following all these people. Do you want to follow these other 7? And so in 5 or 10 minutes in a morning, you can follow that 400 for the day really quickly. You do that for enough days in a row, and even if you only have like 5% of those people follow you back, within a few weeks, you're going to have over 1,000 followers on Twitter. So that's an easy way to get started. Of course, the best way to get started on any social platform is to start creating content. And so if you are going to start doing product reviews, start talking about different products and tweet it out. And so you can do that. Even a few tweets a day is going to start building your following. So you can get started really quickly in building a brand. And again, I'll make a whole video about this in the future. So if you want to get access to that video, make sure that you subscribe and like this video. Step 3, and really this is step 2B, is while you're building up your social following, you should also be creating a list of your dream clients and your dream products. It's important that you know what you want to review, because it will influence what kind of brand that you have. So for example, if all you want to do is review guitars, then make a list of all the different guitar companies and all the different influencers in that space and all the different brands that are represented in that space. So you can make a list really quickly of all of those people. Try to make the list as big as possible, but then rank order it. Like, who's your dream client? Who's your dream company? What's your dream product? And put those at the top of the list. But then start doing some research to find out, well, who are the companies that maybe aren't very big yet that really need an influencer to help them to push out their product. And so the way I do that is I go to Amazon and I look to see which guitar companies maybe don't have as many ratings and reviews. Often these are Chinese companies or Asian companies that are relatively small or are growing or are pivoting. And I start making a list of all those companies. While you make that list, you might as well start collecting contact information, because eventually you're going to reach out to many of these companies. And so if you find the name of a company, go ahead and Google that and try to find their website. On their website, often there is a contact info page where you can find an email address or a phone number or a physical address. Make notes of those kinds of things. Now, my channel is called Reviews of Cool Stuff, and it's general. It's across any product I want to review. And I actually really like doing it that way. It's harder to grow up maybe like a YouTube following, because it's not niched down. It's not specific to a category. But it gives me the flexibility of reaching out to any company I want for any product I want. And so you just have to decide, do you want to keep it general right now and niche down in the future? Do you want to create a separate channel for a specific category? Think through those things. Once you're starting to have a list, now start looking to see who's doing work within that area. So back to my example of the guitars, who are the people who are reviewing guitars right now? How big is their social following? Are they on Twitter or are they on Instagram? Or maybe they're on TikTok or LinkedIn. So find out where they hang out and start getting involved in those communities. Start growing your following on those platforms, because that's where you'll have the most success. Step 4 is to go ahead and start creating videos. Now, it's important that you do this sooner than later. In fact, you can do this immediately, because there are basically 4 different kinds of videos, and the one that probably makes the most money also happens to be the one that is the easiest to make. And that's simply an experience video where you take a product and you simply hold it and you talk about it, or you show it. And you can do that in a single take with zero editing. You can do it right from your phone. You don't need any B-roll or background music. You don't need any fancy editing software. You simply time it, you say what the product is, and you say how long you've had it, how you've used it, and what you like about it and what you don't like about it. Now, the key on these kinds of product reviews is that you want to make it as valuable to the customer as possible so that they can make an informed decision on whether or not to buy that thing. So you want to talk about the pros and the cons. You want to be honest. You don't want to make stuff up. You don't want to take someone, I've actually seen people do this where they're at the hardware store and they're making a video for a product they've never owned and they've never used. That is a big, big mistake. So you want to use the things that you're passionate about first, that you really love, that you'd be an ambassador for, and make a video. And that can be really quick. You can film a video. Typically those kinds of videos only take 1 to 3 minutes, and you want to keep them as short as possible because people will most likely stay and watch the whole video if it is short. So just get that phone out and record a video. The next kind of video that you can make is an unboxing video that might have a little bit of a demonstration. This is when you get hired to do reviews for companies, when they're actually paying you to do reviews. Often they'll want unboxing footage, and usually you'll use that as B-roll. So you'll simply film you taking it out of the box and showing the different components of what comes in the packaging. But you can do voiceover for that. And just use that as you're talking about the different features in your experience. I have found that the best unboxing videos really are more experience videos and demonstration or installation videos, but that have that B-roll of opening up the box and showing what they have. Now, those videos take a little bit longer, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. They do require a little bit of editing, so you're going to have to get some sort of software or use some free software. And we'll make a different video about this in the future that walks you through the whole process of creating videos, both the free version, or if you use Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro or something else, we can talk about how to do that. Now, these videos are also useful on Amazon Influencer, but they don't perform as well as just the straight up product demonstration videos or the experience videos. So know that you can utilize the videos on across platforms. So I can take a unboxing video that I put on YouTube and use that same video on Amazon. However, one of the things that I've learned is you want to not talk about the actual price. You can talk in generalities that it's expensive or inexpensive, but don't give the actual price. Don't give any personal information. You don't need to talk about your brand or anything like that. You simply talk about the product. And if you do that, you can keep it relatively simple, which is actually less work, so that's nice, and then put it on YouTube and Amazon. As you're building up your channel before you're accepted into the Amazon Influencer Program, you're going to start uploading these videos straight to YouTube because you can do that right now for free. The third kind of video that you'd make is an installation or a tutorial or a demonstration video where you show how to use the product and how to get set up using the product. Now, obviously, this is going to take a little bit more time. It's going to take more editing to make it as short as possible, but very useful. And so these are typically going to be sponsored posts where you're getting paid to do it, or they're going to be more expensive items that you really, really want. And so you're willing to do it for free, even though it's going to be more work. In those videos, you're going to show the different features of the product that you have. You're going to show the step-by-step on how to get it up and running. And so it is a little bit of work, but these videos can be really great because, especially if you're working with a company and their affiliate program, you can make a lot of money on the back end from these. So you'll get paid up front to create these videos often, and then you'll continue to make money from the company, but also through Amazon, also through YouTube. So these can be really lucrative, but they take a while to make. Where an experience video might take me 2 minutes to shoot and 5 minutes to upload. The second kind of video, the unboxing video, that might take 15 minutes to shoot and 15 minutes to edit, so a half hour total. For these kind of installation type videos or demonstration videos, they might take 1 to 5 hours to shoot and another 1 to 5 hours to edit. And so you can be looking at several hours to create these videos. Now, the fourth kind of video is all of these things. So you talk about your experience, you show how to get it set up, you highlight the features, you compare it to other products. And for these kinds of videos, typically you're going to want to get paid, or make sure that you get something that you really want, maybe something that costs in the thousands of dollars. I've done these kinds of videos for some high-end drones, and it was totally worth my time, because while it took 20 to 40 hours to shoot the video, to edit the video, and get everything uploaded, I got a product I really wanted as a result, and I've gotten paid hundreds of dollars from the influencer program and from YouTube and from getting sponsored and having other affiliate links. And so this can be really lucrative in the long run. So we've done the first 4 steps, but we haven't even talked about getting accepted into the Amazon influencer program and getting sent products for free. That's because you need to do all these other things first. You need to start creating videos. You need to start building a brand. You need to think about your long-term vision and what you want to do with this brand. So you do need to do all those things first, but you can do all of those things from a few days to a few weeks. So you can do that relatively quickly. And once you've started practicing and started creating videos, then you're ready to apply to the Amazon influencer program. Now, while you're doing that, you're also creating more videos, you're getting better at editing videos, and you're learning how to do that more effectively. Once you're accepted into the Amazon influencer program, you can upload as many videos as you want, as quickly as you want. So for me, it started slow. In my first several weeks as an Amazon influencer, I only had a handful of videos up, and I was making like 50 cents, $1 a day. Then I uploaded another 20, 30 videos, and then I started making $3 or $4 a day. Over the last month, I uploaded 50 more videos, and now I'm making $50 a day. And so you can scale up relatively quickly. I'm anticipating that by the end of next month, I'll have close to 200 videos, and I'll be making close to $100 a day. And so you can really scale up quickly, but it's doing the legwork to kind of find a process that works for you, getting organized, keeping track of who all your contacts are and who you're working with. Step 6, we haven't really talked about this yet, but you are eventually going to reach out to all the different brands and companies that you want to work with. So if you want a guitar, you start reaching out to all the guitar companies. There are also companies that will connect you with different brands and influencers. I've used a company called Thomason, and they've been wonderful. I've gotten hundreds of products from them and have gotten paid thousands of dollars to review their products. So there are different people that you can work with, but the important thing is to get started. Now, this was a ton of information in this first sit down. Over the next several weeks and months, I'm going to spell out for you the step-by-step on all of these different stages that you'll go through. So if you want to really get into Amazon Influencer and start making money for creating product reviews, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. So also, I did write a book about this several years ago. Here's a review copy, but this is a book that's a few years old, but most of the information is still relevant. So if you want to read on how to do this, you can go to Amazon, and I'll put a link in the video for how to get free stuff doing online product reviews. I wrote this way back when I was getting started, and in my first year I reviewed hundreds of products but wasn't getting paid a lot to do it. Now I'm excited because I'm still reviewing a lot of products and getting the things I really want, but now I'm getting paid pretty well to do those reviews, and so I probably need to update and revise the book, but this is a great way to just get started. So if you're looking to jump right in, I'll put that link in the description. All right, I hope this was useful for you. Go ahead, and if you have any questions or concerns about this process, drop them in the comment section, and I'll get on those, and I'm excited to walk you through this whole process. Thanks, bye.